Hey guys, welcome to our CMC overview Q&A. We will take this time to answer any questions that you may have. So make sure if you have any questions, go ahead and comment below. We'll be answering them right after this live. So up next will be our introduction to our department. So stay tuned.
Hey guys, my name is Evelyn Arias and I am the Senior Director of Finance here at Christ Mission College. So the question I get asked most by students who are wanting to attend CMC is, how much does tuition cost? So here at CMC, one class is around $600. If you are a full-time student living on campus, you'd be paying around $6,200 a semester. If you live in San Antonio and choose to live off campus but are still full-time, you'd be paying around $3,200 a semester. These prices are about 1/3 of the cost of most colleges and universities in Texas and across the United States. Our students are able to opt for a deferred payment plan, which means they are able to make monthly payments instead of making one full payment at the beginning. We also offer federal financial aid, so if you are a junior or senior, don't forget to fill out your FAFSA and see if you're eligible for a Pell Grant. We also offer an on-campus work program, which is a way that many of our students pay for their tuition throughout the semester. And some of our students even choose to work off campus. A lot of our students work at Chick-fil-A. We've had students work at Ross, Bill Miller's. There's so many options around our college where you can go and see if they're hiring and apply for a job. Last year, CMC awarded around $29,000 in scholarships to our CMC students. We also offer plenty of discounts. If you are a pastor's kid, we have a discount for you. If you have a brother or sister who wants to come to college at the same time as you, we have a discount for you. There's so many different scholarships and discounts and opportunities that we have for our students to be able to pay for their tuition. We've seen time and time again how the Lord has provided for our students every semester, and we believe it won't be any different for you. Interesting fact, there's around 44.7 million people in the United States who graduate college owing student loans or having student debt. But here at CMC, you would not be one of those 44.7 million people. Here at CMC, every semester, every year, every single one of our students graduates debt-free, which is amazing. If you guys have any more questions, stick around, hold on to those questions. We're gonna be answering those during our overview panel and Q&A. We'll see you guys soon.
Hey guys, hope you've been having fun today. My name is Giovanni Ariola and I'm the Administrative Assistant of Student Services, and I'm here to talk to you guys about our office. A huge part of your involvement here at CMC is your dorm life. Here at CMC, you're going to meet many new friends that soon become in family, but also with every dorm comes dorm pastors and RAs. They play a huge part in your process here at CMC. With that, we also have our chapels and our discipleship groups. Chapels happen every day of the week except Tuesday, because Tuesdays we have discipleship groups. And we have groups that meet all around campus where students are able to open up to one another, open up scripture, and pray for each other's needs. On Monday, we have worship chapel. On Wednesday, we have a word from our president. On Thursday, we do have missions prayer. And on Friday, we have a word from student service staff. But also a huge part of your involvement here at CMC is your practical experience. And we have different opportunities for you to do that. One of them is student ministries. We have a children's ministry, community outreach ministry, and sound and media ministry. And those are just different ways for you to apply what you learn in class. Also, we have our church involvement. Every student is plugged into a church here in San Antonio, where you get the opportunity to be able to sit down with the pastoral staff and learn from people who do this every day. Also, another opportunity is your internships. We require every student to intern twice if they're doing a bachelor's bachelor's or once if they're doing an associate's. And this just gives you the opportunity to be able to intern and put to practice what you learn in class. And also we have our mission trips. We've been outside of the country to India, Costa Rica, Haiti, El Salvador, etc. And the list goes on. But we've also done mission trips here in the US. So that is a big part of your involvement here at CMC. If you guys have any questions, please keep watching this video where we're going to have a Q&A panel and we're going to be able to answer your questions. Thank you.
Hey guys, my name is Araceli Morales and I'm the enrollment manager here at Christ Mission College. And I wanted to speak to you guys about academics and enrollment. So CMC passionately develops its students' God-given potential in the process of biblical higher education and practical experience for a sacrificial service for the church and community to expand God's kingdom in the world with the Holy Spirit's power. And to be able to accomplish that mission, I have some really awesome news for y'all. So this February, we received full accreditation as a Bible college. So that's awesome news. I also wanted to share with y'all our programs here at CMC. So the first one that we have is the Bachelor's of Science in Church Ministries, which is a 4-year program, as well as our Associates of Arts in Church Ministries, which is a 2-year program. Here at CMC, we strive for academic excellence, and we desire for each of our students to be successful, but we want you to know that you do not have to continue your academic journey by yourself. We are here for you. So right after this, we're going to have our CMC overview panel, where we'll be answering any questions that you might have. So I'll see you then. So now I wanted to share a little bit about why we're so passionate about CMC. So Evelyn, Gio, and I just want to share that with you and also answer all the frequent questions that we get within our department. So, Evelyn?
Yes, so hey guys, like you saw in the video, my name is Evelyn Arias, and I am the Senior Director of Finance here at CMC. So, quick little thing about me, I am originally from a small town in Colorado called Delta. Woo! I have been here for about 5 years now, and I love CMC for so many reasons. I think one of the biggest reasons for me is that CMC has become home to me, and everything that I've learned here, all the friendships that I've made, they've really been part of what makes me me now. And I know that all the lessons that I've learned here, I'll take forward and use them later on in life. And it's just been the best time, being here at CMC. I'm so happy that I made the decision to come when I did. And right now I'm going to go into some frequent questions that I'm asked in the finance office. And if you do have any questions that I haven't answered yet, please go ahead and comment those below and we'll make sure to answer those before we leave here today. So one of the most frequent questions I get is, how do I get financial aid? So we do have federal financial aid available for you. And the way you do that is you go to, you're going to fill out your FAFSA. So it's fafsa.ed.gov, and you go on that website and you fill out the FAFSA application. And once you've submitted that, you should receive a confirmation email that lets you know about how much you're eligible to receive. We'll receive that as well, and then we'll continue that process on for you, and we'll reach out to you if there's any more questions you have to answer, but that's the start. Make sure to fill out your FAFSA application at fafsa.ed.gov. And then a second question that I get as well is, do you guys offer scholarships? And if so, how do I apply? So we do offer scholarships, and many of these scholarships are donor-based scholarships, which means that people will give us donations and in the form of a scholarship. And so students receive these based on academic rigor, based on their financial need. So you don't really need to apply for these, but just know that we do have those available for you. We also offer, if you've done, fine arts. If you've done fine arts in the past, we have fine arts scholarships. We have, like I mentioned, some scholarships for students who are PKs, pastors' kids. There's so many different forms of scholarships and discounts that we offer. And then lastly, one question that we get asked as well is, I know that your students graduate debt-free, but how do they do that? How are they able to graduate not owing a penny? So I'm sure that even Araceli and Gio can share their stories as to how they were able to do this. Above it all, we know that God is the one who provides for all of our needs, and I've seen that working in the finance office, how He's provided for all of our students each and every semester. Our students also work very hard. I always encourage students to either have a work study here on campus or get a job off campus. I know if you watched our video yesterday with Laz and his family, he was mentioning how he worked at Slim Chickens his first semester. So many of our students are applying themselves and really going the extra mile. I know we have a student who is having plate sales this summer to try to raise funds. So it's really up to the student and how hard they work at raising their funds and getting their school bill paid off. So there's lots of ways, guys. If you have any more questions, please ask us those and we'll make sure to answer those.
Yeah. So now, Gio.
Well, my name is Gio Ariola, and I'm the Administrative Assistant of Student Services here at CMC. And the question was asked why I'm so passionate about CMC. And a big part of it is because the community and the family. Once you come to school, you know if you even step foot on this place for an event, maybe test drive or college days, once you're here, you're family, So when I came here, that's what got me, is the community and how everybody's just, loves each other here, But a couple questions along with what Evelyn is saying that I received for the department is what is campus life like? What goes on in the life of a student? So life usually starts off pretty early here. We do have prayer at 7:24. Why 7:24? Is because we say if you're on time, you're late, but if you're early, you're on time. So you get here early. We got prayer. We start off first connecting with the Lord throughout the day, and then classes usually begin around 8. If you have class at 8 or 9:30. So you either go to those classes. If you don't, we got students who work in the morning, work studies, and then chapel at 11, lunch 12:15, and then classes, work studies throughout the day. So that's a little bit about campus life. And then also, we get questions about missions trips. We go on missions trips every semester. Regardless if you're here for the associates or bachelors, you go on a missions trip every semester. And where do we go? We've been all over the U.S., to different countries, India, Costa Rica, Puerto Rico. List goes on. And also here in the U.S. But how do you go? I encourage you, if you're going to be a student, get your passport, because that's how we go through the selection process. If you got a passport, you're eligible to go on a missions trip outside of the country. But you fundraise the missions trips on your own, but many people are willing to give, and they're ready to give. So it's another question, because every week you're plugged in a church here at CMC. So you're plugged in every Wednesday and Sunday. But a question I get is, can I just go to any church? Okay. The answer is no, because we do have pastors that do partner with the school. But we love our pastors. Our pastors are very hands-on. They walk you through things of life. We got students who go and they teach classes, they preach, they do community outreaches, they work with kids. The list goes on, but you're plugged in to a church here in San Antonio, and that just means the family gets bigger, So yeah, that's a little bit about some of the questions that if you have any questions about campus life, or anything with student ministries, church involvement, internships, comment below, and we'd answer those before we're over. So,
Yeah. So as you heard, my name is Araceli. I'm the enrollment manager. And so one of the reasons why I'm so passionate and in love with this school is because when I first came here, I had my plans and, my checklist. And when I really rendered my plan to God, He has surprised me beyond understanding. It's a foundation that I've gotten for my whole life, and I know that God will continue to build upon that. And so I love seeing that happen in other people's lives, and to see them, the way that they came in is completely transformed, and God just works in their lives in such amazing ways. And I love being a part of that. And I'm sure Evelyn and Gio could attest to that we love what we do because of that, because of the change we see. And so I'll be answering also some questions that I get in enrollment. And so one of the questions that I get is, what if I have not found my purpose/calling? And so I get this so much, and I can completely relate. Sometimes we don't know what God has in store for us, or we may not understand our purpose just yet. But I tell people, if you are, hungry for God, if you desire to know Him, that's the first step. It's just stepping out in faith and knowing that whatever happens, He has your life in His hands. And so when you come to CMC, you don't have to have it all figured out. You don't have to come perfect or have, your whole life set and on an Excel sheet, ready. No, you come here and you just trust God, and He surprises you and He molds you into what the plans that He has for you. So we're a big family here, and we're here to support you through that. And also another question that I get is, how is the course load look like? So here we have the associates as well as our bachelor's degree. And those degree programs include all our core classes, which are like psychology, biology, American history, all your core classes, as well as biblical classes. And so I know that the college experience could be, or the college setting could be intimidating to some, but I'm telling you, here we're a family. We walk with each other. We encourage you through your classes, your homework. So don't feel like you have to do it by yourself, because we're all here for you and to support you and to see you be successful, because at the end of the day, all this is for God's glory. So one of the questions that I also get is, what could I do with my degree after CMC? And this is a question that I got asked a lot when I first came here, and they would ask me like, okay, so you're going to go to Bible school. Okay, what are you going to do after? What can you do with that degree? And so I tell people, the sky's the limit. When you come here to CMC, you either get your associates or your bachelor's, and depending on where you would like to go forward, let's say you want to be a social work. Well, when you transfer over to that program, that school will let you know what can transfer and what cannot. It all really varies. It depends on what college you're pursuing. But I tell people, like, this is an amazing foundation for your life. And so I know that in God's timing, He will continue to build and He will continue to grow you. And so after CMC, the sky's the limit. God can do amazing things in your life if you trust Him. So now I believe, do we have questions?
Yes. Yeah, so let's answer some of your questions right now. I think I can answer this one. Y'all can jump in as well. So it says, how do you fundraise for missions trips? So this is a personal, I guess, answer, how I've done it in the past. I have just gone down my list of contacts and texted literally all of my contacts, letting them know where I was going, what we were going to be doing, and asking for donations. And the first time I did this, I was really scared, because it can be intimidating, asking for the first time. But you'll be surprised how much people are willing to give and support our students who are going on these missions trips, and sharing the love of Christ. Yeah. And so that's one of the ways that I know I've done it in the past. We also have students who do bake sales, burrito sales. I don't know what else you guys can think of that maybe you've done as well.
Yeah, so what I've done too is like offered services, like, hey, I'll clean your house, I'll clean your backyard. And so like Evelyn said, people are willing to give to the cause of moving the kingdom of God forward. So don't be scared. I tell people, that's God's bill. Don't worry about it. He'll provide. And if you work hard towards that, He will. And so one of my personal, stories on that was my very first semester here. I had a really hard time asking people for money, and I was scared. I was like, okay. So I looked through my contact list, and I reached out to one of my mom's former employers, and I told her about it. I was like, hey, whatever you can give. And she ended up with her family covering the whole trip. And so that right there showed me that God will always provide. And so it's been amazing. So trust God, and He will.
Yes, He does.
I was going to mention also with that, it's not just asking people, but also you can make bake sales.
Yeah.
Also, churches are willing to help as well.
Yeah.
teams also do sales as well, so I just wanted to put in there as well.
Definitely. So I think this next question is for Araceli.
Yeah.
And the question is tutoring available?
Yes, absolutely. We have tutoring in the library every single day. And if, let's say, you're having a specific problem with a specific course, there's plenty of people that could help you. All the staff have gone through the programs. And so even the teachers, man, they walk with you. It's not like you're doing this alone. I get asked a lot, like, I'm intimidated by the college setting. So how many students are in your classes? And so our teacher to student ratio is very low, so it's like for one teacher it's about 10 students. So that's actually an amazing thing, guys, because the teachers are able to focus solely on an individual student if they need it. And so you don't have to do this alone. You don't have to walk through this alone. Know that we're all here to help you and to guide you. So yeah.
Okay, so then I have another one here. It says, since fine arts was canceled this year, do fine arts students still have the opportunity to get fine arts scholarships from previous festivals? And the answer is yes. If you have done fine arts before, even if it was 5 years ago, and you still have your certificate of whether you moved on to nationals, or I think you can get like excellent, or I don't know the specifics of it, but I know that you can get scholarships for fine arts that you've participated in the past. So if you have done that, yes, please definitely bring those in, and you can get a scholarship for that.
Yeah, awesome. So one more question.
Yeah, you answered that first one.
So do you have a writing center? So like I said, we do offer tutoring in the library. So there we'd have our dorm pastors, the people working there in the library as staff that will help you with your writing process. I know for me, writing a paper my very first semester was intimidating. And so it was awesome to have somebody to tell me, like, hey, this works. Maybe you could do this to be able to write more effectively. And so, like I said, you don't have to do this alone. We're all in it with you. So, yeah.
With the writing center, I mean, that's the question. We do got a library, which has the computer lab with multiple computers, printers, books as well. So you can go in there, and like Araceli said, we do our dorm pastors and people there who are willing to help. You do the library, but yeah.
Yeah. So. I believe, is that all our questions? Yeah. So thank you so much, guys, for tuning in and asking these questions. We hope that it answered a lot of your questions. So up next, we will have our fun activity live at 5 o'clock. So you don't want to miss it. It's going to be a lot of fun. And so right after, at 7:30, we're going to have a bonfire and worship. So you definitely don't want to miss that as well. And so right after our bonfire, we're going to have a Zoom call meet and greet with everyone, all the staff. So I hope that you can join. I'll be sending out a link. And if you would like to join, you could email me at admissions@cmctx.edu. So, and we'll go ahead and send you the link for that, okay? So thank you so much for joining. Y'all have a great day. See you soon.